did Jesus physically, miraculously multiply the bread and fish? Or is it the case that actually most people had food with them, but not everyone? And Jesus's words and compassion caused people to open up their hearts and sort of like share the food with one another. And when everyone shared, there wasn't more than enough. And I remember hearing this story or that sermon as a kid and being like, well, that kind of takes the magic out of that story. Like, what do you mean Jesus didn't sort of like hocus pocus all this bread? But as I got older and maybe you'd say more cynical, I was like, I actually think in many instances, it would be more of a miracle to get
Yes.
people to share freely with one another than it would be to like poof, like magic extra bread and fish.
I can't stop reading all of these stories through a similar lens. Like there's a double miracle of like, okay, the kind of surface reading is wow, Jesus broke the second law of thermodynamics. Cool. Kind of nice magic trick, made sure everybody get fed. There's cool things you can mine from that, but also that it feels impossible to break through a scarcity mindset, break through exclusion energies in a culture or a community. It feels so hard and impossible to break the fixation on a punitive carceral up mindset to get the cop out of our heads. Stories of Jesus being able to get the cop out of people's heads or get the stinginess out of people's heads. Holy shitballs, that feels miraculous.
It's also like, one of those moments where like it does in some ways feel like something that we can do to emulate Jesus. Like if we're reading this as like this mutual aid moment, it doesn't feel so impossible to apply to our own lives, right? To be like, oh, well, maybe I can't like magic poof bread into existence, but I wonder if there's people in my neighborhood that are going hungry and that there's other people in my neighborhood that have a little bit extra, and maybe we could build relationships and get organized enough that we could make sure that everybody has what they need instead of like wasting the abundance that we've been blessed with.